You're watching Nitish 21.
What up, everyone? It's your boy Nitish 21 back with another video.
I'm just moving the AMG out of the way. We're gonna take the M3 today, and we're gonna be taking the block and the heads to Gord Bush Performance so he can get this motor set up as quickly as possible. And then we're gonna be putting it back to the G35. I'm gonna be able to show you guys the modifications that CSS did to the block to make it more structurally sound, as well as the modifications that were done to the head by TKM Performance to make the head seal even better. Now, we didn't have any block rigidity or head lift issues this time around, but we just want to make sure that this block is set up as good as it can be for this coming season. So I can't wait to show you guys. Let's hit the road.
Yo, watch this. Watch this. Look at this. Holy shit. You want to see an eclipse, boys? There it is.
So we got these two heads right here. These are the original VQ35 DE heads that were on my car last time around. But this year they got the modifications done to them. So I'm gonna open these up and show you guys this as soon as we get to Gord Bush Performance. And we got two new tires in the back that are going on today for the E92 M3 because, as you guys know, this thing rinsed its tires last time around at the track. Oh, my head's finna tip. No, shit, fuck. Yeah, we're good. God damn it, man. We just loaded this engine block in here. It barely fit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All right, we're good. All right, guys. Block's loaded. Heads are loaded. Off to Gord Bush Performance. Let's go. So with these heads that I got in the back here and this block that we got over here, I think the motor is going to be a lot better off. Like, obviously this is not something that we needed to do. It was something that I just wanted to do since once we got the block to Gord Bush Performance initially, he suggested running larger size pistons, and he suggested running a fresh block anyways, because the freaking block, the webbing on the side of the block where the tranny mounts was basically, it broke off when the input shaft snapped and the tranny separated. So I just wanted to make sure that this time around we get the car running exactly how I want it to be running. For those of you who have been watching for quite some time now, you guys know that the cams that we used to run, they sounded fantastic. Like, they used to be the most guttural, deep, like the idle was almost like a V8. It sounded disgusting. For you guys in terms of like that idle sound to make content with it, but if we want the car to be faster, we need to go back to the old C8 cam. The C9 cams just don't cut it for mid-range power. To get that car going from 60 miles an hour or even 80 miles an hour, you have to use second, if not, and you need to get it to hook. So it was too much. I preferred the old setup, so I'm gonna go that way. We won't have as disgusting of an idle as we had this last time around, but hopefully it's still nasty enough, and I hope maybe Tony can do something while tuning to kind of bring back some of that like chop that we had with the old cam. So let's get over to Gord Bush, and I'm gonna open these boxes up and show you guys how nasty this block and these heads look. All right, guys, so we just opened up some of the packaging over here. Here are the heads, so take a look at that. It's a top fuel hoop, but it's considered a mini hoop because it's seated deeper into the block. So take a look at that. Looks fantastic. These are ready to go. And we're here with Gord Bush at the moment. And take a look at the block. Okay. Wow. All right. So this closed deck setup should allow us to handle the boost a little bit better, hopefully, and take care of any head sealing issues we had before, which we didn't have on the second time around, but we did have on the first time around due to the head gasket we used, as we used the Tome head gasket the first time around. But this time we're going again with the Dynosty gasket. So, Gord, I think you have everything you need, right, to get this going? All right. So, yeah, Gord is going to let me know if anything else, but one more last look at that block, guys. It's looking fantastic. So if you guys aren't familiar with the VQDE setup or any other VQ setups, this is generally open. So it's usually open deck and coolant passes through here. But now this kind of seals it off to make it kind of similar to the VR38 block you have in the GTR. So, and we're of course running the VR38 head studs along with this setup as well from the GTR. So let's see how this goes. All right, guys, so I didn't get a chance to get it on camera, but we also took a look at the new pistons that we have on there as well. When Gord was initially going to assemble the block back together after the whole initial failure of the input shaft and all that, he actually recommended me to just go ahead and put a bigger size piston, and he suggested instead of staying with the 95.5 stock size, he suggested going to the 96 mil bigger piston to create less of a gap around the piston, essentially. That's what, from what I gathered. Once he said that and suggested that, I recalled that the last time I inquired about the whole CSS process to go from open deck to closed deck, CSS was saying that they can't reuse the stock size pistons. They're like, you need to go to upgrade to a 96 mil piston because the CSS process apparently distorts the cylinder a little bit. That's from what I gathered. Hopefully, correct me if I'm wrong. So I said, you know what, if we're gonna go bigger pistons anyways, I might as well just go ahead and do this whole CSS shit and then the head and all that stuff with the ring. So that's why we kind of chose to do that. From the top to bottom, basically, we're going back to the old C8 cam. So we're gonna have way more mid-range power. We're gonna lose a little bit of horsepower and torque from like 7,200 RPM to like 8,000 RPM, but I don't really care about that small part because we're gaining like 250 foot-pound of torque from like 3,000 RPM all the way up to almost like 6,000 RPM, guys. Like that's what we lost by initially switching cams. So I'm going back to that because I want that big torque, big horsepower back in the mid-range, because that's what really gets the car moving right off the hit, right? Like what you see on camera, guys, when you guys are watching the videos, you see that my car pulls away at a certain pace, and like what you're not really seeing is like once the car is out of frame, that's when the car is really pulling top end because the power was all up top. The car would move right off the hit so hard that it looks way better on camera. Like you see the car taking off the hit on a roll especially. Oh my God. Definitely going back to the old cam. Oh my God, that S65 V8, boys. God damn. Next thing on the list is the Liberty Gears billet input shaft. Now, the whole reason why the last build failed was because the input shaft snapped because we were power shifting 3 to 4. So all those like no lift shifts. Now, what's weird is I've been no lift shifting that car since like 2018, especially just for the mostly like the 3 to 4 shifts. Ever since like we were 600 wheel, 700 wheel, 800 wheel, 900 wheel, I always no lift shifted 3rd to 4th while racing and things like that. So I don't know why it chose to snap then. My only kind of logical reason that I can bring to this, we actually adjusted the RJM clutch pedal assembly to have the clutch grab higher up. Now, initially it used to grab right at the bottom of the clutch pedal, which used to mean that when I was banging the clutch for no lift shifts, it used to just engage immediately. But then we said, you know what, for daily drivability, I want to raise the engagement a little higher up. Sorry guys. So ironic that as soon as we made that adjustment to the clutch pedal, I literally took the car out the first time, and the second no lift shift that I did, the whole thing just snapped up. Here's a little clip of that here if you guys missed it. So when that input shaft snapped, it literally took everything. It took the friggin' clutch cover, it took the starter motor, it took the upper oil pan, it took the friggin' part of the block at the corner where the tranny mounts. Like it really just massacred the whole bell housing, everything. So hopefully now with the billet input shaft, even I might still no lift shift moving forward sometimes here and there, but at least we know now that that thing's not gonna snap. So there should be no reason why we have such a catastrophic failure like we had this time moving forward. Old trustworthy. Alright guys, we're just at Dynosty Auto right now getting some new fronts put on the BMW M3 because they were done from the last couple track days. I'm also losing center caps, as you can see, so we're gonna have to order some center caps in. These are the tires we're getting put on right now. And by the way guys, for the BMW M3, we also got a couple mods going on very soon. We have a carbon fiber rear diffuser, and I'll be announcing a new sponsorship with a special exhaust manufacturer for a full titanium exhaust for this car with active baffles, active valves and stuff like that. So I cannot wait to put that on this car and have this thing absolutely singing through that 6-speed. Use a wider tire in the front. Alright guys, so we got some fresh fronts on the M3. Should be a lot better for some front end grip now, as before with what I had on it was absolutely dying because we rinsed them at the track. So should be able to get these on soon. So I'll also show you my boy Tan, who owns Dynosty Auto over here, his R35 GTR with this crazy, I think it's a Varus wide body kit on it. Sorry, wide body kit. My brown came out there. The wide body kit. Check a look at this thing, and it's beautiful red paint. It used to be wrapped like a brighter red, but I prefer this like darker, deeper red. It looks so much more disgusting. Let me know what you guys think about this car in the comments below. Hopefully we can get some videos of this later in the summertime. Maybe even get a run in with my G if he's down. Take a look at this. Beautiful. Not gonna lie guys, the M3 is looking mighty beautiful right now. Just gotta get some fix up that center caps missing, but these OEM comp style wheels just like fit the car so perfectly. And now that we've changed up the suspension, if you guys recall, we used to have a set of H&R springs, and now we've changed them up to the KW HAS setup, which is an adjustable spring, so we can actually adjust the height now. So I got the back sitting equal to the front, so it looks a lot cleaner now. Before I had the back sitting a little high. I'm not sure why that was, but that's just, I guess, how those springs are. They were slightly higher in the back, but this just looks a lot better now. And now we got some tread in the front to play with. There's basically two things left on this car that like are absolute a necessity right now. Like this exhaust is just kind of like a cut up mess. It's like muffler delete, second cat delete, res delete. Actually, I put the res back in, but like, you know, it's just not a clean setup. And the sound sounds good when you put an external mic on it, but I know it can sound better than that. I mean, sound wise, sounds okay. It's a V8. It's really a lot you can do to mess up a V8, but I know this car can sound crazy. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a sponsorship coming in for a full titanium valved exhaust, so I cannot wait to get that on the car. So that's one thing. And then the paint, especially the front clip, is pretty beat up, so the car definitely needs like a wrap or something. Maybe the front clip repaint, I don't know.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos of the G and AMG. I also drop videos of all kinds of other epic builds that you do not want to miss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell with the notification so you know exactly when I drop a video. See you next time.